Hey guys, welcome back to the askforSpeed channel. I'm Jason Speed here at the AutoNation USA in Wesley Chapel. And instead of bringing you another episode of Speed's Pre-Owned Reviews, today I thought, how about show you how to drive a manual transmission. So behind me is a 2019 Hyundai Veloster Turbo R-Spec. And if you're anything like me, if you've ever been terrified the first time you got behind the wheel of a manual transmission, or you've just always been curious on how to drive one, hopefully this video fixes all of that. I'm gonna show you step by step just how easy it is to drive a manual transmission, and hopefully have you driving like a pro before the end of this video. So hop on in, let me show you how to drive a manual. My very first manual transmission lesson went something like this. I was like, what? I didn't understand anything he said. I actually got in, this was the biggest U-Haul truck that they had. I actually got in the U-Haul truck. I drove it through downtown traffic to help a buddy move, and I actually got it there. I did stall it a few times, but I actually was able to drive it and get the hang of it. But that guy did not help at all. So the very first thing you want to do is get familiar with your manual transmission. You'll notice on the floor, there are 3 pedals. There's the gas pedal and the brake pedal. Of course, you know what those are. They are controlled the exact same way with your right foot like you would an automatic. The left foot joins the pedal control, only controlling the clutch. The clutch has to be engaged before you can shift into gear. The gear shift here up in the middle. And then if you look at the top of your gear shift, you'll see the layout of the gears. Now, every manual is built differently in the sense of how many gears it has, where's reverse, and how to engage in reverse. In this particular one, there is a lift on the neck of the gear select, or the gear shift. If you lift that neck and act like you're putting into first gear, which is all the way to the left, all the way forward, it'll find that extra gear and go into reverse. Sometimes you'll see reverse is on the bottom right, all the way past the last gear. Sometimes on the top right, sometimes on the bottom left. It's all different. So just make sure you have a good understanding of where the gears are before you take it for a drive. When you're in gear, you start from lowest to highest. You go from first, you're gonna go straight down to second. Up to third is gonna be up to the right and to the middle, straight down to fourth. Up to the right again to fifth, and then down to sixth, if it has that many gears. Okay, so once you're in the car and you're ready to move forward, there's no parking gear in the manual transmission. So that's where your handbrake or emergency brake comes in handy of keeping the car stationary while you're parked. And then you know if the car is in neutral, not in gear, if you can move the gear select left to right. So to start it, you press the clutch all the way down to the floor as far as it'll go, and you push the start button. Now, if you don't push the clutch down, all the way down, you'll only be in what's called auxiliary mode, where you're essentially in like the ACC mode, where it's not going to start no matter how many times you push the button because you haven't engaged the clutch. Clutch in, start it up. The very first thing you do is put your foot on the brake, and you disengage the brake, the hand brake, whatever it is. So now my right foot is on the brake, and we're still in neutral because I can move this left or right. If I want to move it forward, obviously, or move it back, I would then put my left foot on the clutch all the way down, and I would push this into the first slot. The other thing to remember is when you push the clutch in and you put it in first, if your foot's still on the clutch, the car is still in neutral. Now, what I would say is the easiest part of driving a manual is actually the getting it going from a stop. But the absolute fail-proof way to get the car to move forward from a dead stop is let your foot off the brake, and then slowly let your foot off the clutch. And if you do it slow enough, the car's going to start to roll. Now at this point, I'm completely off the clutch, and I have not pressed the gas pedal once. That is the trick that I have used to teach dozens of people how to drive a manual. So I'm actually on a little bit of a hill now because I'm rolling backwards, a little bit of a slant. So same thing. I'm going to slowly let off the clutch, and the car is going to start to roll. So when it comes time to shift, you're on the gas. You don't want to engage the gas and the clutch at the same time because that's how you're going to burn out your clutch. So what you want to do in sequential fashion, one step after another. Step 1, let off the gas. As you can see, we're still rolling. Step 2, engage the clutch. Step 3, shift down to second. Step 4, off the clutch. And then step 5, back on the gas. It doesn't have to be a really fast thing like you're super fast off the gas, back on the clutch, and playing with it at the same time. As you can see, I shifted in a second and I didn't stop moving. You see real time. I'm still moving. I haven't stalled out. 5 steps is very easy. So I picked this up a little bit to go to third. I'm off the gas. I'm on the clutch. I shift up to third. I'm off the clutch. I'm on the gas. It's that easy. The basic bread and butter of how to drive a manual, right? That 5-step shift sequence. Eventually you'll get that shift sequence faster and you'll be driving like a pro in no time. The hardest thing you're going to have to encounter, and it only comes with a learning curve, is the manual that you're driving, learning what gear you can downshift into based on what speed you're in. That's a different gear ratio for every single manual. And then I'll explain the difference of coming to a stop, holding the clutch, or what most people call riding the clutch, versus clutching to change gears to slow down to a stop. So if you're coming to a stop, you have a stop sign, red light, traffic, whatever it is, driveway. If you're coming to a stop, you can absolutely stand on the clutch and have the car in gear and just ride it down till you come to a complete stop. Take it out of gear and then take your foot off the clutch. But why go through that when you're moving? What you could do is clutch in, out of gear, and then you could take your foot off the clutch and just ride the brake down to a complete stop like you normally would in an automatic. It's a lot more comfortable. It's a lot less stress. You don't have to worry about what gear you need to be in. You're going to learn what gear your car will let you put it in based on what speed you're in or how fast you're slowing down. And you'll know it by the resistance of the gear that's too low. So if you're moving too fast, the car is going to resist you putting it into a too low of a gear because of the way it's moving. And you'll feel that little bit of a resistance. It won't feel like the same way it does when you actually put it into gear. It'll feel like, oh, that's a little harder to put in. Let me try the next gear up, right? So you'll get the feel for that. That's not something I can really show you how it feels. It's just something that you're just going to have to feel and experience yourself. Now, the other thing that I will tell you about instead of showing you, because it's really, really hard to show you, is if you change too high of a gear, you're not moving fast enough for that gear. You're already moving, let's say you jump from first to third. You're skipping second gear altogether. So what you're going to experience when you go too high of a gear, you're already moving, you jump to the next gear, you skip a gear, whatever it is, you can floor it all the way down to the floor. And it's going to take a few seconds before the car can react to it because it's trying to slowly build RPMs to match that gear. So you could be like, you could start moving and then go from first to fourth gear and hammer down. And I guarantee you 5 or 6 seconds later, you're not going to be at the speed that fourth gear requires you to be in. So just know that if you skip a gear, it's going to take you longer. So if you hammer it down and you're not going anywhere, try downshifting a gear or two to see if you find the right gear. So that is the end of this easy step-by-step tutorial on how to drive a manual. Hopefully by this point in the video, you are driving your manual like a pro. I really appreciate you guys watching this video all the way to the end, and I would love your continued support and helping this channel grow. If you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, and especially subscribing to the channel, it would mean the world to me. If you would like a manual, we have a bunch in inventory. Come down, give me a call, shoot me a text, whatever, however, get in touch with me. Let me know what you're interested in, what I can help you find in your next vehicle, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.